Hey guys, doing something a little different today. For my birthday, I got a set of these Jinhao 992 fountain pens. And the reason I wanted them is I've seen videos where you can turn them into eyedropper pens. For those that don't know what that means, you just open them up. Yeah, it's a little tight. Take out the ink converter, fill them with ink, and you just fill the whole body with ink, and that way you can carry a lot more ink. It doesn't dry out as fast, doesn't get used up as fast, obviously. So anyway, I have seen videos where it's got a plug back here, and sometimes those will leak. I've tested all these with my thumbnail, and they won't come out. They seem pretty tight. A lot of people put a little bit of Gorilla super glue in there, but I just wanted to test them out to see how they do without that. I'm not going to be using ink today. I'm just going to use water and see if they leak. As you can see, it's got a little O-ring up here. Some people like to add a little bit of silicone grease around the or Teflon tape around the threads. I'm hoping not to have to do that, but just thought I'd see with some water whether they hold water. So I'm just taking that. Have my dish of water here. Just a touch more. Screw it down really good. So far, it seems to be doing pretty good, not leaking at all. It seems alright. Just thought I'd use water for this first test, so if they do leak, I'm not wasting any actual ink. Just to make sure, I'm going to wrap it up in this tissue. And in a little bit, I've got some errands to go do. Probably be gone for at least a couple hours. Just going to leave them on my desk here. And I'm going to fill up the rest of them, and I don't think you need to watch all that, so I'll be right back. Okay, and here they are all filled. This pink one I don't have much hope for. See if I can get it on camera here. Not sure if you can see, but there is a good crack right there. So this one may have to use the ink converter, which is fine. I'm not seeing any cracks in any of the other ones. I was going to wrap them all up in tissues, but then I realized that's stupid. If it's going to leak, it's going to drip onto the bottom. So anyway, like I said, I've got some errands to go run. It'll probably be at least a couple hours. When I get back, we will check and see if they've leaked at all. Okay, and we're back finally. First of all, let me apologize. I did the first part on Saturday. It's now Wednesday, so that's 4 days. But as you can see, just as I bought them, none of these really seem to have leaked at all. Got that one, the smoke one. There's the green one, and I did leave a little bubble in that one, but that was there originally. There's a completely clear one, and as you can see, it's kind of fogged up the cap, but that's because it's water. Here's this, I guess it's kind of a brown, and its cap is a little fogged up too. Here's the blue one. And even this even this pink one that had the crack, and I laid it cracked down. Not seeing it at the moment. There it is. There's the crack in it right there. But that crack hasn't been sealed at all or anything, and it hasn't leaked a drop, so I probably still won't use this one as an eyedropper just in case. And to be perfectly honest, it's not my favorite color, and I only really need a couple of eyedropper pens, you know, the ones that I use the most often. But from what I can tell, they are holding water just as I got them. So I don't know that I'd carry them in a pocket with the whole barrel full of ink, but I usually carry a backpack, so probably one full of black ink and one full of red ink when I'm editing. But yeah, I'm really impressed. I may still go ahead and take some crazy glue with a needle just around this groove where the plug is, and I might get some silicone grease for the threads. Let's go and open this one up. Yeah, it's not this one, like I said, this is the damaged one, and it's not leaking at all even. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed, and you know, like I said, I'll probably doctor them up just to be a little more sure, but since they've held water for 4 days without leaking at all, I'm pretty confident they will make good eyedroppers. Anyway, that's it. Thanks. Okay, and I am finally back. Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm at work right now and don't have my tripod. But I just wanted to show you, immediately after the last video, I dried all the water out of this smoke-colored one and filled it with ink. It's just Parker Quink Black. But I threw it in my backpack. I've used it some, not too much, and this is undoctored at all. This is as it came from the factory, and it's been bouncing around my backpack. I recorded the last segment on February 27th. It is now March 25th, so almost a month. And I gotta tell you, I haven't had any leaks at all. It's really impressed me. I'm still probably gonna run a little crazy glue around this part with the cap, because that does still worry me a bit. But yeah, it hasn't leaked at all, and it's done really well as an eyedropper. So take that for what it's worth. Maybe I just got a really good batch, but it's impressed me. Still writes just fine. So yeah, like I said, take it for what it's worth. You know, if you get one and you try this and it leaks, you know, don't blame me. But from my experience, it works pretty well as it is. The O-ring has held just fine, so I probably won't do the silicone grease unless I have a problem. Even then, if it leaks, it'll leak into the cap, so I'm not too worried. I will run some glue around that plug just to be safe, but yeah, this is pretty impressive, so I'm happy with them. Anyway, see you next time.